I want love in my life. I want more of it. I want it. And I am reaching the point.
I'm holding one, hugging it. I'll kiss it. And it's like being in heaven. I mean, don't you like to hug and kiss a woman that you love?
I mean, so what if I really, really love my lamp? I call her Mary, and she has the perfect hourglass figure. There's just something about Mary that just makes me tingle. She just really lights up my life, and well, me and Mary just really have a connection. I would leave my husband for Mary if she would just get a job. Unfortunately, right now, Mary is even too lazy to buy her own kerosene. This has caused the flame to go out between me and Mary, although I still care for her deeply. I mean, look at her. Isn't she gorgeous? Mary, if you'd just get a job, I would love you so much.
But she just smiled from ear to ear and says, Mom, there's other people like me out there. And she just was filled with joy.
You can see him a little bit there, just the top of him.
To the front. My heart's just going boom, boom, boom.
Wow, he is really tall.
Yes, he is. Oh my God. After 5 months, it's good to see you. He's just so noble, so proud, so strong. I not only love him for his sexual attraction, I mean, we're not talking about fetish here. I love him as a mate. I love the roundness of his counterweights at the top. I love him for the narrowness of his jibs.
Okay, hold on. Now I'm going to have to Google jibs. What the heck is jibs? Inquiring minds got to know. A plate of metal that holds parts in place to overcome looseness.
I love him for the elegant lines of his gondola, which is now covered up for the winter. I like the ribbing up underneath his name display there, too. The parallel lines that are coming down. You see where I'm talking about?
Oh, yes, I see it, yeah.
I love that. I'm thinking, oh, geez, you know what I'm thinking about. This is very personal. When I make love to him at home, when I start climaxing, I just keep saying over and over again, just as I'm starting to go over the edge, I just tell him, I want your fluids, I want your fluids, I want your fluids.
No. Nope. Sorry, Mary. We're not going to get that intimate, Mary.
I did not expect to find a fence like this here at all. He's perfect. I mean, this is the shape that I like so much. These angles, fabulous.
Oh, jeez. Now I know why they are best friends. It makes perfect sense.
You smell good. God, you smell so good.
Fences are such dangerous objects for me because they are so perfect in their geometry. I mean, I have to say there is a lot of physical stuff going on right now.
I don't know how to feel about this, but I guess I'm on the fence.
I mean, and I think that happens between human relationships as well, but I'm definitely physically attracted to this fence. And I would like to get to know this fence better.
I mean, by the looks of it, the fence knows her pretty well now, I'd say. No need for introductions at this point.
Oh, you are sweet. Very, very sweet.
I never imagined a fence getting this much action, but hey, I've looked at pizza and said, you know just what I'm thinking to the pizza, so I sort of get it in a way. But of course I ate the pizza. I didn't sit on the pizza. There's probably people that do sit on pizza though too. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, people do weird things. Has anybody ever been in love with the pizza? I need to Google that.
How many times over when we've made love at home have I asked you for... Look at me. Look at me and say it. I don't want to go. I'd rather stay here with you. It's never really goodbye to anyone.
Well, what did you expect? You're watching Strange She Shed, where we discuss the strange. If you have never been here to the Strange She Shed, welcome. My name is Holly, and obviously, I'm not really in love with my lamp. Although it is very lovely. Dr. Pepper's more my style. I'm in love with Dr. Pepper. And Cheetos, possibly. Because considering I want to be buried with a coffin full of Cheetos, maybe I am actually in love with Cheetos. That's a possibility. Maybe I do have this objectified sexuality. Objectophilia is what this is called, and maybe I have it with Cheetos. It's a possibility. I'm not going to roll that out just yet. I'll tell you something else that's very lonely and lovely, and that is your subscribe button. You should objectify it and push it. It needs some loving too.
This bow is Ten-chan. It was indeed the first bow I ever fell in love with. He belonged to a guy that I was attempting to have a relationship with. And the sad part is he broke up with me because I loved his bow more than I loved his bow more than him, and he was rather offended.
When you say you date these guys, does it mean you do have sex with them?
Oh, no. No, we never get to that point. Oftentimes they always said, I'll be the guy that'll make her change her mind. And I never liked that attitude, so. I mean, I didn't date a whole lot of guys, but the ones that I did didn't work out simply because of the sex part.
The bow, called Lance, propelled her to become a world champion gold medalist and a record breaker. But she's been out of love with him for a couple of years now. This national championship is the first one since their relationship cooled. The competition brings back good memories.
Lance knows he's good looking. And initially, I was attracted to him because of his looks. We've had a pretty hot and heavy relationship for quite some time. But when we got together out there on the archery field, I realized it was more than just his aesthetic appeal to me. Everyone knew that I was an archer and knew that I loved my bow, but they didn't realize I loved my bow. You know, Lance and I, we were such a great team because we had that connection on every single level. I mean, I'd almost swear that my blood just flowed from my arm and went right into him. I just, you know, felt like the molecules in him were flowing back into my arm. I used to feel so connected with him.
Is it mechanically, is it similar to a woman having sex with a man?
I would say yes. I would say that the, you know, I mean, all that is involved: foreplay, afterplay, all of that. And I think the emotional aspect of it is probably similar. I would imagine, or I would hope so, because I'd say the sex is really great for me, so if everyone else is having that kind of sex, I think that's wonderful. The world should have more of that.
Today we're here with Erica's bow, and we're doing a little personal interview. We'd like to ask the bow if he was ever in love with Erica. Guess he's a man of few words. Are you sad because she strung you along? Well, I guess he's the silent type. He must have his silencer on. Let's go back to the show.
A year ago, at a private ceremony, she married the Eiffel Tower, pleading eternal love to the iconic structure. Since then, she's been losing interest in her archery career. It's a challenge to be truly intimate with a public structure.
A bit.
But where there's a will, there's a way.
Well, every time I come here, I always feel that there's some distance, some barrier between her and I, but now that barrier is gone. I mean, I'm one with her. I'm connected to her. I mean, there's nothing between us right now. I never imagined this day would ever happen.
Me either.
The heat of my body is flowing into her cold steel. The cold of her steel is flowing into my body. And we are reaching equilibrium where we both are the same temperature.
Is it not unpleasant that she's so cold?
It's actually quite pleasant that she's cold because I could feel the exchange of temperature between us, which is an exchange of energy. And that energy it's very spiritual.
And do you feel that she loves you back?
Oh gosh, yes. She definitely loves me back. I can feel that.
Sure.
I can feel her right now. And I don't care if people don't believe that I can communicate with her. It doesn't matter to me. And really, the only parties involved are her and myself in this relationship. So people call me cuckoo, I don't care. What we have is real. And if it's only real to me, and it's only real to her, it's fine.
Ah, true love. True love. Remind me if I go visit the Eiffel Tower not to touch it, though.
I wanted to marry Tetris because he and I fit together like a tea in the tea-spin slot.
We fit together like Dr. Pepper and peanuts. We fit together like drunk and disorderly. We fit together like couch and potatoes. We fit together like bacon and, well, everything. We also fit together like Mary and Holly. A pair made in the she shed. She lights my life up.
There's just something about that meticulous stacking and beautiful order out of chaos. He's just so beautiful. I've been with him since September 16th, 2016, and I don't see any end from it. My laptop charger broke and I didn't have anything but an DS. So I begged my mom to let me get Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS, and I ended up playing that a lot, and one of the songs that played in there is the Tetris theme. And then after hearing the Tetris theme about a dozen times, I'm like, I really want to play Tetris. But no, I'm a week away from being able to play Tetris because my laptop's broken. And then so all that's been going on in my mind is like, I want to play Tetris, I want to play Tetris, I want to play Tetris. So we went to the Statue of Liberty, and I remember seeing on the skyline and hallucinating the blocks, and that's the Tetris effect, falling down on the skyline, and I started singing a variant of the Tetris theme. And I just had this huge urge to play Tetris, and I was just dying to play him. And when I finally came back and I got to play him, it was such an overwhelming sense of relief, and I felt feelings. I had certain feelings for Tetris, and I was so confused and I felt so shy. And over time, it started building up.
I mean, one plus about being married to Tetris is that they are always constantly building their relationship. I know my puns are awful. That's why you come, so you can hear my wonderful puns, I'm sure. And that may be why you leave, too.
While Tetris is still my primary attraction, I tried to be monogamous with him for the longest time, and it just didn't work out. My secondary interest is actually Beat Saber.
Yeah, of course. Wow.
This is my Beat Saber outfit.
Interesting.
I essentially designed this outfit based on what Beat Saber appears to me in my head. He appears as this anthropomorphic guy that I call Rhythmos, and he's just very interesting to me because I love the game, and so I decided I'm going to make a cosplay out of him, and I wore this to MegaCon, and even the developers of the game complimented my cosplay, so I really enjoy wearing this cosplay because it makes me feel closer to him. I am in love with Beat Saber, and I actually had a crush on Beat Saber for the longest time, well before it was still in development. And he was really appealing to me, and I have feelings nowhere near as strong as my feelings for Tetris, but I still have a lot of feelings for Beat Saber. I love this game a lot because it's very intensive, and I love the adrenaline rush he gives me, and just makes me feel very happy.
Mary, Mary, quite contrary. And she is sometimes. She's a rowdy little girl sometimes. How about the woman who makes out at a train station? Not at a train station, with the train station. Go figure.
Most people know this building over here as the Santa Fe train depot. I know her as my friend, my life partner, my wife, Deidre Santa Fe. We've been together since the end of the summer 2015. I realized I was in love when I had trouble staying away from her, when I had to go home. I hated it when I had to go home.
Forget that.
Deidre picked a great place to be here. And I love looking out at the other buildings. We watched that building being built together.
That's how they get intimate.
I love her like I love a person. I'm her princess. She's my queen.
I love my Harley, but I don't love my Harley like this guy loves his bicycle. Although sometimes when it rumbles, I love it pretty good. That's not the point. Anyway.
Okay. Lekker genieten, hè? Kees loves his bicycles very much.
Dat ik er een heerlijk gevoel van krijg als ik erop zit. Dus hoe langer, hoe liever. Het gevoel voor de fiets is bij mij net zoals dat de man bij de vrouw ook krijgt.
Oh, thank God it still has the back seat attached, because then we should get really worried if he decided to unattach the back seat. But right now we're okay.
For the love of bicycles, but Kees takes his affection to the extreme. He's the Hugh Hefner of bicycles. He shares his home with more than 30 girlfriends.
For the love of bikes.
Het beste op seksueel gebied omschrijven, zo voel ik het. Nou, je moet zo zien als ik s'avonds ga slapen, dan ze allemaal wel rusten. En de fiets die het meest lief is, die hou ik eventjes in mijn armen vast.
How does he decide which one of the bikes was nicest to him? And do I even want to know? Probably not. Let's just keep that a mystery.
And if they're lucky, a kiss or even more.
Dat ik er een heerlijk gevoel van krijg als ik erop
No.
zit.
Just no.
Kijk, en als het kon, zou ik hem 's nachts ook in bed willen leggen. Maar ja, dan kan ik er zelf niet meer.
While I was here making out with Mary, I just hope the men, the construction workers that are working on my house, did not see me make out with Mary. They already think I'm strange enough. My husband, however, would not be surprised. He'd be like, oh dear, what are you doing now? I come as no surprise as my husband anymore. He just expects the unexpected, and we do good. Okay, I haven't announced this on my other channel because it is a bigger channel. But I'm going to announce it because you are my beasties on this channel. And I'm so excited to tell someone, anyone, because I'm just so excited that I'm going to be a grandma. I'm so excited. It's my first time being a grandma, and it's actually my youngest son and his wife that are pregnant. I say his wife. They're not officially married. They're still dating. I mean, they're not dating. Oh, I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to get in with these hip things. They live together, okay? They're going to get married. They just haven't yet. Kids do everything backwards from what we did in our day. But anyway, I'm going to be a grandma. That's beside the fact. And in February, I'm going to learn whether it's going to be a little grand girl or a grand boy. And I'm really hoping for a grand girl because I got 2 boys and I always wanted a little girl. So that would be very exciting. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I just had to let it rip somewhere. And I know my beasties won't tell. Won't let this get out. And not very many people subscribe to this channel. And so therefore it's an easier channel to just be able to let things out that I'm supposed to be holding quiet. I can't believe I'm going to be a grandma. It's so exciting. I'm sure y'all not excited as I am, but I'm very excited. My husband was with y'all. He's not that excited, but I think he'll get that way. He was the same way with our kids. He didn't really want to have kids that much, but once they came, he was the best daddy. And he'll be the same best grandpa. I'll just tell y'all bye, and I love y'all, and I hope y'all had a great Christmas. And sorry it's taken me so long to get new videos out. It's just been so much going on lately. I'm trying to get this channel going, and I may have done it at a bad time because everything's been so crazy in my life lately. So I'm going to do the best I can. And I love y'all, and have a blessed week. Bye.
I want love entering my life once again. Love and be loved once again. And if I found love already, I want to keep it. I want to be worthy to give love in return. I want to feel a deep connection to a partner. I want to experience the bond which is so strong, which will keep me going through the years. When I was younger,